No fucking tea. I'm not going to be drinking tea. All right, we move on. 1 p.m. Eastern, New Orleans Saints at New England Patriots. Saints 1-1, 0-1 on the road. Patriots 1-1, 0-1 at home. We're at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. So let's take a look at what we are dealing with here. New England opening up as 3-point favorites. Bet365 and BetOnline have moved it to 2.5. There has been a 9-cent move at Pinnacle. They're going to be moving to 2.5 very soon. The total opened at 43, dropped to 42, but there's mostly 41.5s on the board. So the total is dropping. Then we move on to the cash. 4,413 tickets in, 53% of the tickets, 66% of the cash on the spread on the Patriots, but the market moving slightly to the Saints. Then we have 46% of the tickets on the over and 98% of the cash on the over. Now remember, this is very small sample size. So, interesting. Okay. Saints are coming in off an ugly 26-7 loss to Carolina week 2. Jameis Winston looked lost in his first road game. It's funny, I said a lot of nice things about him, the way he handled, sitting on the bench, watching Drew Brees. His comments seemed more mature. But, look, the crowd starts screaming, and he's incapable of communicating and making smart decisions. And I would guess that will never go away. That he's just incapable between the ears of playing elite football in the NFL. And maybe that's a little harsh, but God, he looked bad. 11 for 22 for 111 yards, 2 picks. The receiving core just couldn't get on the same page as him. Little Jordan caught 1 pass for 27 yards. That led the team in receiving yards. The offensive line couldn't protect him. He was sacked 4 times. They put up 128 yards of offense. That's the lowest under Sean Payton in his career. The running game was non-existent. Kamara ran 8 times for 5 yards. The team ran 17 times for 48 yards. 5 of the team's offensive coaches were out because of COVID-19 protocols. And all they are missing 8 assistant coaches. Panthers racked up 383 yards, 28 first downs to New Orleans 6. Didn't help that Lattimore with the hand injury and nickelback C.J. Gardner-Johnson with the knee injury were declared out before the game. Both are questionable this week. Linebacker Pete Werner, questionable. Their center Eric McCoy, questionable. Defensive end Marcus Davenport and Quan Alexander were placed on injured reserve in the week leading up to the game. Patriots come in off a very easy 25-6 win at the Jets. Mac Jones was conservative and clean. Belichick must have loved it. 22 of 30, 186 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. James White caught 6 passes for 45 yards. Hunter Henry, 2 catches for 42 yards. White also carried 5 times for 20 yards. Damian Harrison led the ground game, 16 runs for 62 yards. Pat got 4 sacks, got 7 hits on Zach Wilson, intercepted him 4 times. Right tackle Trent Brown sat with a calf injury. His replacement, Yasir Durant, was benched after allowing 3 sacks. He was replaced by Dustin Herron. Linebackers Kyle Van Noy and Ronnie Perkins are both listed as questionable. So I don't want to fade New Orleans because of what I saw last week, and I can't wait to break this game down with you guys and hear what you have to say and hear what Chad has to say. Bebsie, take it away. Saints, Patriots.
Listen, first of all, I think we got to get a week-to-week soundbite compilation going, a clip show, just what we have to say about Jameis Winston. Because last week we were like, he's doing it. He's turning it around. I love this guy. And then this week, you literally just said, I don't think he has what it takes between the ears to be an elite NFL quarterback. And you might be right. I'm not going to sell on him yet, but he did look terrible. Just lost that 1 pick he threw where there was nobody with his color jersey in the area code, but there was plenty of Panthers around. I won't dwell on that too much, but I have to believe that Sean Payton can clean up the mess a little bit. And look, if Jameis plays like that week in and week out, they'll just start Taysom Hill. he'll just get more snaps. So I don't think New Orleans is going to be that bad week in and week out. Come on, this team still has a ton of talent, but yes, it looks like they were hit pretty hard with the injury bug. That is difficult in any situation for any team. Now, on the New England side, Bill Belichick, and I said this last week, he's doing exactly what he has to do with this rookie quarterback. He's just making it so that he's just game managing. Little, simple, compartmentalized plays. And Mac Jones is more than capable of that. They talked about in the draft. They talked about how he's the most pro-ready quarterback next to maybe Trevor Lawrence. But he doesn't have that ceiling that the Trey Lance and the Justin Fields and the Zach Wilson have. But what this guy has is the ability to read a defense and to play within his bubble. And he's doing a great job of it. He did a fantastic job against Miami. So this comes down to two monster head coaches, Bill Belichick, Sean Payton. I take Bill Belichick at home personally.
I agree, but if you, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I just can't bet against the Saints from what I saw last week. Because
I'm not doing that. I'm betting against the Saints based on quarterback play right now and the slight nod and home field advantage in coaching. I still think the Saints are going to be very good. You don't blow out Green Bay week one the way they did and then all of a sudden be terrible. Awful week, lot of injuries, but also look, it's crazy to say this, but I trust Mac Jones, given his game plan right now, more than I trust Jameis Winston, given his game plan right now. Because Mac Jones is not being asked to do much. He's not being asked to put this team on his back and win games for them. He's being asked to not screw up. And Bill Belichick has an awful lot of history. Tom Brady, early in his career, you can love Tom Brady all you want. You can talk about him being the greatest thing ever. But early in his career, he was a game manager. If you argue that, you're lying to yourself. And look, he could be doing the exact same thing with Mac Jones right here. Yeah, I'm not calling Mac Jones Tom Brady. Everyone needs to calm down before they even think about writing that. But that's my reasoning. I'm honestly not even looking at the Saints last game.
Okay. Okay, this game is very difficult. Dennis Garcia nails it when the Saints have been on the road for so long. Tommy Gunn says Saints +3 locked it in early. It feels like that would be, if I was to guess where the market was on this, I would guess that it's the opposite of what it is. I would guess that 66% of tickets would be on the Patriots and, 40% of the cash, but it's the opposite. 53% of the tickets are on the Patriots, 66% of the cash. This will be a very, very interesting breakdown on Sunday. I'm not going to move on it. My man R says under game. And Birdie says Kamara only touched the ball 15 times. They were understaffed and underprepared. Rowdy Mania says Sean Payton wants to show out this game after last game. He has something up his sleeve. This one's tough, and I'm going to need more time. We move on.